Picture this. You finally have your first $1,000 to invest. You open YouTube, Reddit, and social media looking for advice.
One person tells you to buy AI stocks. Another says Bitcoin is the future. Someone else insists real estate is the only way to build wealth. Within minutes, you're overwhelmed. Everyone sounds confident. Everyone has a different answer. If I were starting from zero in 2026 with just $1,000, I wouldn't try to find the next investment that doubles my money. I'd build a system. Because successful investing isn't about making one brilliant decision. It's about making a series of good decisions that you can repeat for decades. Here's exactly what I do. And no, it doesn't involve predicting the next big thing. Step 1. Invest in yourself first. Before buying a single stock, I'd ask one question. Do I have high-interest debt? If I'm paying 20% interest on a credit card, earning 8 to 10% in the stock market doesn't solve my problem. Paying off expensive debt is often one of the best guaranteed returns available. Next, I'd make sure I have at least a small emergency fund. Even a few unexpected expenses can force people to sell investments at the worst possible time. Investing works best when you're not constantly worried about needing the money next month. Step 2. Keep it simple. With only $1,000, I wouldn't split my money across 20 different investments. I also wouldn't spend weeks trying to pick the perfect stock. Instead, I'd buy a low-cost, broad market index fund. Why? Because one purchase can instantly give me exposure to hundreds or even thousands of companies. Instead of betting that one business becomes the next Apple, I'm betting that businesses as a whole continue creating value over time. History has shown that economies grow, companies innovate, and markets generally reward long-term investors. No prediction required. Step 3. Ignore the noise. The hardest part of investing isn't choosing investments. It's controlling your emotions. In 2026, you'll probably hear about another stock that gained 300%, another cryptocurrency that exploded overnight, another investor claiming they discovered the next trillion-dollar opportunity. Most of these stories create one emotion: fear of missing out. But chasing whatever is popular usually means buying after prices have already risen. Instead of reacting to headlines, I'd stay focused on my plan. Because consistency often beats excitement. Step 4. Invest every month. Here's the truth. The first $1,000 matters far less than the next 100 monthly contributions. Imagine investing $100 every month, then increasing it to $200 when your income grows, then $300. Over time, your contributions often become more important than your investment returns. Most wealth isn't built by making one huge investment. It's built by investing consistently through good markets, bad markets, recessions, and recoveries. That's what allows compound growth to do its work. Step 5. Don't try to time the market. One of the biggest mistakes new investors make is waiting. Waiting for prices to fall. Waiting until after the election. Waiting for interest rates to change. Waiting until things feel safer. The problem? Nobody knows when the perfect moment arrives. Professional investors struggle to predict short-term market movements. So I wouldn't try. I'd invest according to my schedule, not the news cycle. The market doesn't reward perfect timing. It rewards time invested.
Step 6. Diversify beyond investments. One lesson took me a long time to understand. Your investment portfolio isn't your entire financial life.
Your career matters. Your savings matter. Your skills matter. Your health matters. The best investment strategy can still fail if losing your job forces you to sell everything. That's why I'd continue building an emergency fund, improving my professional skills, and creating additional income streams alongside investing. Financial security comes from multiple layers, not just a brokerage account. The mindset I'd keep if I started with only $1,000 today, I wouldn't expect it to change my life next year. I'd expect it to change my habits. Because habits scale. The person who consistently invests small amounts year after year is often in a much stronger position than the person constantly searching for the next big opportunity. Investing isn't a competition. It isn't entertainment, and it isn't about proving you're smarter than the market. It's about quietly buying productive assets, staying patient, and letting time work on your behalf. If I had to summarize my strategy in one sentence, it would be this. Build a system that's easy to follow, even when emotions tell you to do something else. Start by eliminating expensive debt. Keep an emergency fund. Invest in a diversified, low-cost index fund. Contribute consistently. Ignore market noise. Continue improving your income and your skills. None of those steps are exciting. None of them are likely to go viral. But together, they form a strategy that has helped millions of long-term investors steadily build wealth over time. Because investing isn't about finding the perfect first $1,000. It's about building a financial system that still works when your portfolio becomes $10,000, $100,000, and eventually much more.